let's talk about the meat and potatoes of the show. And I wanted to get into this Metroid Prime 4 because it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. If you're wondering about the reviews, I'm sure a lot of you already know, but it's a mediocre game. I mean, not even say mediocre. I'd say it's a good game from the reviews. Okay. To give you an example of what I mean is right now, Metacritic is sitting at an 80%, which is a solid game. IGN gave it 8 out of 10, solid game. And OpenCritic gave it a 82%. Okay. So if you listen to those and you say, oh, well, shit, it's not bad at all. And it's not. But I tend to watch multiple reviews. I tend to look at 5 to 6 reviews of different people and perspectives, so I can kind of get an idea of what's really going on here. People like Skill Up, if you don't know who he is, check him out. He's a big, huge reviewer. Dreamcast Guy is another guy who plays a lot of games and reviews shit. These guys are, they're not as high on it. Okay, I think Dreamcast Guy gave it a 6 out of 10. Skill Up has this thing where he recommends or does not recommend a game in the thumbnail before you even start the video. And he said he does not recommend this game. And, digging a little further, looking into, the fine print, I kind of see why people are saying some of these things about this game. Now, for those who don't know anything really about this game has been through a lot of shit. Okay. It's been through a lot of remake, reworked situations, if you want to call it that. The game was in development for over 7 years, almost 8 years. Let's start off with that. Okay. You're going to get a lot of mixed emotions and feelings about that game. Now, I'm not stupid. I'm not a fool. I don't expect everybody to like a game, even if it's highly rated. There's going to be some people who feel a certain type of way about certain games. I love Final Fantasy 16, but there's a lot of people who say they hate the game or they feel quite the opposite of the game. So, and like I said, that game did well as far as reviews are concerned. So, like I said, it just depends, right? And I was a Metroid fan, still am a Metroid fan, and you have some things here that kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And some of these things include 8 hours to finish the game. If you want to do everything, it may take you 12 hours. So the game is very short. I thought the game be longer, than that. That's one thing. I mean, some people like short games. I would at least have liked this game to be 20 hours, right? Give me 20. Okay, at least. But no, you don't get that. Also, non-skippable cutscenes. A lot of people have been bitching about that and Reddit and so on and so forth, that they were not pleased with. One good thing I will say that everybody seems to think when it comes to this game is that the game graphically is phenomenal. The game is absolutely beautiful as far as the graphics are concerned, and they're able to punch above their weight class now because we're not dealing with the Switch 1, we're dealing with the Switch 2. And so you're getting to see some of the things they're able to do with this Switch 2 as far as how games look. Now, as far as how the game plays, a lot of people have said that the game feels dated in a lot of different ways, okay? Especially the writing. A lot of people shit on the writing of this game. They said the writing was corny, it was annoying. It was something that was popular back when the heyday of the Marvel MCU, some of that type of stuff where they related to that. And the problem is when you have a game in development for so long, time passes by. Things that were on fire at a particular time aren't anymore. Those times has passed, and you see that in this game, apparently, from listening to multiple reviewers talk about it. And one thing that I can't stand in the game is the corniness. If the game is too corny, it's very hard to get into a game's story for me personally. But that's here nor there, guys. That's just one of the gripes. And here's a bigger one, in my opinion, that I hear people saying and talking about is Samus and her voice. She has no voice in the game. She never talks in the game. There's even instances in the game where an NPC will talk to you and say, "Hey, Samus, are you going over here at this time?" Samus doesn't say anything, and then they answer themselves. "Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, thanks for that answer."
Got him! Got him!
And they keep it moving. But she never says anything. Words never come out of her mouth. You never hear anything. And here's my issue with that. I mean, development was going on for 7 years. You guys could not pick somebody to play Samus in this game. You got these other NPCs. Why? It's not like you're making multiple characters or anything like that. It's one character. So why couldn't you give Samus a actual voice, guys? I just don't understand. And this is supposed to be a, Metroid Prime 4.
Cancel that bitch. I'll buy it now.
I'm just thinking like, bro, you guys are supposed to pull out all the stops and you just didn't. You just didn't. Then there's a big open world area in the traversal of the game where it's just a huge desert with nothing out there. There's literally nothing out there but fucking sand. Okay. And you're riding around on this bike and there's one, I guess, background video game soundtrack type of thing playing in the back, kind of subtle, but there is actually a radio, or you can actually change the jukebox in the game. But to do that, you have to buy a $30 amiibo to access that feature in the game.
No.
Okay. Now there is a way to get that jukebox in the game, but you have to collect every last crystal in the entire game. So you damn near have to platinum the game to get that if you want it without buying the amiibo. And a lot of people are really frowning down upon this because they say that this is definitely predatory. This is Nintendo trying to be Nintendo and basically placing their butter on the counter and trying to use it on people, guys. This is kind of a cheap thing that Nintendo is known for sometimes. These amiibos are outlandishly overpriced for most of them. It's not a good look. In this situation here, with something so minute as a jukebox in a game, they could have did a lot better with that. They really could have. And these are some of the things that every time I think about Nintendo, I'm talking about modern Nintendo here. This is the type of shit that makes me throw up in my mouth a little bit. All right. These practices. Nintendo is not the same. I've repeated this before. I've said it so many times, guys. Nintendo is not the same Nintendo that a lot of us remember. It's sad. It's very sad. They're becoming a money-hungry corporation. They've been that for a while. One could argue that. Some of this stuff is just getting ridiculous. And this is the reason why I did not buy the system, and I'm still not buying it because they still have not shown me why I should buy this. They have not given me a game yet to say, yo, this is what you need to play this. You need to get this. I haven't seen it, and I don't know when I'll see it. If I ever do see it, maybe one day. Like I said, I'm thinking 2 years, somewhere 2.5 years, something like that, before they do that. And in my luck, I'll buy the Switch in 2 years from now. And then 6 months later, here's the Switch 2 X or some shit, like a pro version of that. Just that's what I'm saying. That's what they do, and that's what they've been doing as in recent times. And I'm not part of that. I don't want to partake in those activities. These are the things, guys, that have kind of plagued or have been plaguing Nintendo. Now you're gonna have the shills who are gonna come in here and they're gonna buy it no matter what. If I took a shit right now and there was a Nintendo logo on it and it was in stores, they would buy it. They would buy it. It's just, you know what I mean? Whatever, they would buy it. I'm a type of player that regardless if I love a company or a brand, I'm not just going to buy it because it's that brand, okay? I'm not going to buy it unless it's something I want to play and I'm really captivated by what it is that they're offering. There's a such thing as being biased, but I'm not that fucking biased. I'm not. When it comes to, some of my favorite companies, Sega, Nintendo, you can even put Nintendo on there. I mean, I talk a lot of shit about Nintendo, but I am a huge fan of what Nintendo used to be. I'm a huge fan. I have a Nintendo blanket on my couch right now. I have a special edition Nintendo 3DS XL that I absolutely adore. I have a Nintendo Switch 1 that I absolutely love, guys. Okay. I have a Luigi figurine in the back right next to my Donkey Kong coffee cup. There's things that I have, and like I said, these things are from yesteryear. A lot of these things are from yesteryear or things that I fuck with when it comes to Nintendo. But this Nintendo here, I don't really fuck with them. Nintendo 64 is one of my favorite consoles. Love the 64. Still play it. Still play Nintendo 64. I don't play it on the actual 64, which I actually own as well, the console. It's in my box in my garage. But I have an emulator that I play, on my Metroid Pocket 3 Plus. And so I am a Nintendo fan. When I bitch about Nintendo, I'm simply airing out my frustration because I know that they can do better. I know that they are better than what they have been showing, especially in recent years. And I think that's the problem. I'm so used to, and a lot of us were used to, just being spoiled by the love that Nintendo usually puts into their first party games. You're not getting that anymore. You're just not. They're taking more and more as time goes by, and they're giving you less and less, and they're charging you more and more.
Oh, buddy, what a fucking waste.
They're not letting you buy games that you used to love. Okay, every new system with Nintendo should have a shop that you could literally go in there and buy any game of yesteryear for a price and download it. That's what they should do. They should allow everybody to digitally, hey man, you can go buy whatever you want from Nintendo all the way up to, the Switch 1 for your Switch 2 and be able to buy it. Wii games, everything, GameCube, but that's not how they're doing it. Now they want a subscription service. They want you to be connected online, and then they want to bird feed you these titles. Okay, so they come out with shit that they want you to play when they want you to play it. Some of your favorites when they never come out, and they won't ever release them for whatever reason. They won't put them out, and you'll just be missing them. That's why people go and pirate shit and find shit online and stuff, because they're wanting to play a certain game. Nintendo's not allowing you to buy it. Therefore, it is what it is. I think they'd be better off doing that than what they're doing now. But it is what it is, man. They're Nintendo. It's their company. They can do it whatever the fuck they want, and that's what they're doing. In respect, all respect to that, consumers are doing the same. If there's something out there that they can't get their hands on and they don't want to pay $100, $200 for a physical copy of whatever the game is, or you may have the game and you may just not want to hook it up and you just want to, play it on a easy to play handheld or something like that and emulate it, then that's what people are doing. That's what people are doing. And that's the thing with technology. It's a double-edged sword. Yeah, you can do a lot of gay shit and you can gatekeep and do these things and sue people and things of that nature. But in return, be expecting other people, other smart, bright individuals out here to figure out their own way and feed the streets, feed the people. And that's what people have been doing. Okay, that's why you can go on here, and that's why these emulators exist, and that's why the Steam Deck is thriving and things like that are thriving, because people are playing shit that Nintendo will not give them.
I'm just living the dream.
I would pay to play Wind Waker. I would buy Wind Waker. I would buy, some of these other games, I would. Mad World for the Nintendo Wii. I would buy these games digitally if they had them available. It would be so easy to do that and put it on the Switch or Switch 2, but they're not going to do it. So I have to go and find other ways to do it. Like, I actually have some of these games. It sucks is basically what I'm saying. It sucks, and it's different times. It's different times with Nintendo, and that's just the way it is. And I guess we have to accept it, but nobody says we have to like it. And with Metroid Prime 4, this is what you're getting. And, you can live with it or not. For everybody out there who is enjoying this game, hey, more power to you. I'm not here to shit on your parade. If you were waiting for this game and it was everything you dreamed that it would be, hey man, do your thing. I'm not gonna, I don't want to piss on your parade. But if you are on the other side and you feel the way that maybe I feel about it from looking at these reviews, or you're just not that high on Metroid, that's your prerogative as well. You don't have to play it. And if you expect it better, hey, you can be right for that too. Two things can be true at the same time. There's people out there who don't like it, and that's fine. And there's people who love it, and that's fine as well. But I'm just giving you guys my grievances with it, and just my grievances in general with what Nintendo has been doing lately, and why I've been kind of just chilling when it comes to Nintendo shit. Like, I haven't played anything Nintendo based in a while, except for my retro shit, right? But like new shit, no. There's nothing that really incentivizes me to play these things. So I haven't been going there, and it is what it is. So